apologize. What a way to start today. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you. I didn't even know you were there. Oh, okay. Like I said, I really do apologize. I just started. Well, I just opened this store. And let's just say, starting a new business is hectic, to say the least. I can't even get a grasp on how to describe how hectic this is. It's been a busy couple weeks. I do apologize. Let me get myself together here. And then I'll be right with you. All right? Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Well, I'm supposed to take inventory and then I need to pair up these instruction manuals with the appropriate camera. It's a process. I have 3 manuals here. So, and then of course, I have a lot to learn about a lot of the cameras that I have here. I absolutely love cameras and filming and taking photographs. But I'm not going to say that I'm 100% an expert. A lot of the cameras behind me I have no clue about. So, when I show them to you and explain a little bit about them, you ought to bear with me on a couple. There's a bunch of cameras that I know quite a bit about through studies and experience, but still. Anyhow, where is my manners? Welcome to Lloyd's Camera Shop. How may I help you? Are you just browsing, or are you, deeply interested in a specific camera? Maybe with specific features or certain lenses. You're just browsing, but you're interested. Okay. Very interested. All right. Well, do you, by any chance, know much about cameras? A little bit. Well, is there a specific model that you are looking for? You're going camping. That tickled my funny bone a little bit. If you don't mind me taking up some of your time here. Okay, great. So, my opening week, I had this really strange fellow come into my store. And he too said he was going camping and needed a camera to film, some of the scenery, I guess. He didn't really go into specifics on what he was filming, but... And then now... Oh. The guy was absolute bonkers. He came in looking for a camera. He told me he doesn't have cash to pay for this camera. And then, get this, he went and tried to steal it. And I confronted him, and he just walked out the door once I told him I'd call the authorities. Yeah. Crazy. Right here in Lloydville. Oh, you're new here. Oh, well, I was just talking about this with a friend a couple of days ago. But I was saying about how our town doesn't really have much of a crime rate. And lo and behold, a theft to prove me wrong. Yeah, it's a crazy world we're living in. But anyhow, I'm rambling. So, got one question for you. As cold as it's getting, why would you, or this other character who came in, why would anybody go camping in the cold like this? I just guess I don't understand it. You must be a thrill seeker type, sleeping in freezing temperatures. I'm more of an indoorsy type, unless of course I, filming something or taking photographs. It's the only time I really enjoy getting outside. Better you than me. Okay, so you want a camera that's going to be able to film outside, okay, but also one that can, take a beating, withstand extreme temperatures, rain, snow, stuff like that, dirt, dust. So you don't want a real sensitive camera. What I mean by a sensitive camera is some of these cameras have really delicate parts. Like the slightest wrong move and you'll break something. But it's real intricate and real scientific. I have one that I'll show you. It's really advanced. But let me pick on a few cameras that I think that you'll enjoy, and that'll get the job done. And then we'll see what you think. Okay? Great. All right. So no way is this camera a good choice to be taking outside. But I want to show you for me to just show somebody this amazing camera. That's all I really want to do. It's really neat. I'm going to sit this over here on the table. I can't show you the camera and have all this in my hand. Okay, so the first camera I want to show you is probably not the best one for what you need it for, like I said, but this camera is a beaut, an absolute beauty, and very old. It's this one right here. Now, you take a look at it up close and it doesn't look like much, does it? No, it doesn't. And of course it has some wear and tear, some fuzzies, but it's still a really beautiful camera. What a classic. Where do you look through it at? See, you have noticed there's no way of really getting an accurate aim. Oh, but there is. Now, normally there's a leather strap on the top. Alright? That's missing, of course. But one very innovative technique here. The strap buckles are the point, aim, and shoot. Just like so. Would you like to take a look through it? It's pretty neat, huh? Yeah. Well, this is a 1946 to 1955 signed Kodak Magazine 8 Model 60. And it is just a beautiful classic. Love this leather leather shell that it has. Now, the signed Kodak Magazine 8 camera made by Kodak right here in the United States in 1946. And then in its presentation case, that's what this is actually called. You know, it's wrapped in leather and it's ready for presentation. The presentation case. But it was first introduced in 1940, I believe, as the magazine signed Kodak 8 Model 60. And the name was, of course, changed, actually, if I remember correctly. It was 1945 or maybe 1946. I think it was called the Model 90 at the time, before the Model 60. But anyhow, the clockwork-driven camera could run at 16, 26, 32, and 60 4 frames per second. I'm going to try to think of the lens. Is it the f1.9 or f2.713? Yeah, it was either one. These were either fitted with the f1.9 or f2.713 millimeter lens. Let's take a look here and see what this one's fitted with. Oh, there it is. See right here. It's the f1.9 13 millimeter lens. Great lens, great lens. But, you know, and actually the lenses were actually interchangeable. That was the plus side. And you could just take this lens off, slap another one on, and there you go. But yeah, you know, it's a really great camera. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if I really want to keep this out for sale. I kind of want to add this to my personal collection. But yeah, it's a really good camera. And of course, now that I'm rambling on about it, and even though it's not really fit for your occasion, but I will show you the ones that are. So the first one that I think you could use, and this is one of my favorites, this one right here. Now, not only is this, a fantastic camera, but it's also very stylish with this fake wood. Actually, it might be real wood. And now that I think about it, no, that's definitely fake wood. It's like metal plates. Anyhow, this is the Sears C131. It's an amazing camera. It has so many features, more features than you could imagine. It has filters. Just by the push of a button, you just go through each one. It has automatic and manual zooming. It has telescopic and wide lens. It also has a meters and feet meter, so you can tell how close or how far away something is. It even has slow motion. Now, doesn't that sound fun? Just by push of a button. And then, of course, you just film. But it's an amazing camera. I beg your pardon? The film goes right over here. All you have to do is open the compartment, put your film cartridge in, close, and you are ready to film. The lens. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe it's the Sears Reflex f1.7 or It's the f7.5 60 millimeter. I think this is the 7.9 actually. If I can find the usually, well, I do believe it's the 7.9 lens. So don't hold me to that. Like I said, you know, I'm still learning as well. I do have a better expert than me that works here, but he has the day off right now. His wife is having a baby, and he actually borrowed my most sought after camera to film it. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. But do you have any other questions regarding this camera? The zoom ratio. Well, like I said, it has automatic as well as manual. Zoom ratio is actually 8x, I believe. Filming speed's about 18 frames per second. Shutter angle is about 180 degrees. But yeah, really great camera, really is, and it's quite light. Yeah, try. Okay, quite light. Thanks. Did you want to take a peek? Okay. You may be able to see a little bit better now. It really is. But if you're not interested in this one, I do have a few more that I think you would be interested in. Let me show you them to you. So this one is very similar to the last one I showed you. But this is made by GAF. It's the GAF ST1002. And this one's a little heavier. But it has a lot of the same features. Manual, automatic zoom, filters by the push of a button. It has a backlight, fade. It has different features here. Again, it has the meters and feet gauge. And then, of course, the tele and the wide. It's really great. And the lens is the Canon reflex zoom lens, f1.7 6.5 millimeter, 65 millimeter. So this is a really nice camera. It really is. The handle, the pistol grip handle, it's backwards, but at a certain angle, the backwards handle kind of works better than if it was like this way. See, your wrist has tends to bend a little bit more when it's this way. And then you're like, yeah. So that's why the handle's backwards. See, like that. It is a perfect angle. Not only for comfort, but stability and control over the camera and what you're filming. So the film cartridge goes right in here. Where's the button? There it is. Right here's the button. On place, yes, I know. But see, that's the same cartridge bay as the previous one I showed you. Actually, the handle does come off, but you know, I kind of recommend it with the handle. It's a lot easier for control. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what kind of cartridge does this one and the previous camera take. It's called a Silent Super 8 cartridge. And we do sell them here at the store. We sell actually almost every kind of film cartridge as well as film rolls that you could possibly think of. I think I might actually have more film than cameras. Yeah. A little strange, isn't it? So do you have any questions regarding this camera? Alright, the film speed for auto is 25, 40, I think. And 4064, I believe. But yeah, it honestly is an amazing camera. It might not be a Kodak or a Canon or anything like that, but it puts out. It sure does. Now, I do have a couple more cameras I'd like to show you. Now, for what you're going to do, I'd say just a more rugged camera. Some of these plastic cameras, like this one, for instance. Really nice camera. It really is. But as you can see, it's very lightweight, which is nice. But it almost feels like you could break it real easily. This is the Bell and Howell, by the way, the 2144XL. Very nice camera, very nice. But I'd probably recommend this more for home movies. Somewhere where it's safe for the little plastic fella. And definitely don't recommend it for camping trips or cold, rainy or snowy weather. You probably won't. Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. Probably won't get too much filming in. Okay, so the next one I'd like to show you. Oh, I'm sorry. you could hear me. So the next one I wanted to show you is that really fancy scientific one. One of the very fancy scientific ones that I have. That's this one here. Now take a look at this. Look at these lenses. This is the DeJur Electra. Looks more like a microscope, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, it probably can zoom in about as good as a microscope. And of course, it has this built-in light here. It has a little door for it. See it right there. It's nice. It's a very nice camera. The handle's a little tricky. Okay, so you see, I'm gonna hold it like this. But lucky, it has a strap. You just wrap the strap around your wrist, and you hold it just like so. And then you can have complete control over what you're filming. Now, let me get this off my wrist, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the finer details of this camera. I showed you the light, told you it had microscope power lenses. The lens is actually, it goes from f1.8 to f16 manually. This does not have automatic, so you're going to have to fidget with them a little bit. And these are DeJur lenses. Here we have the f1.8 telescopic. Here we have the 13mm, and this little filament over here is a 1.8. So together it's a nice, powerful little camera. It really is. And the cool thing is, take a look at this here. Right on the outside, it has an indoor color guide for your convenience. Yeah, it's really neat. And over here we have the finish, start. Did you want to take a peek through? Go ahead. So yeah, well, I was just about to get to that. This is a little different, film-wise. So instead of a cartridge, this is going to take spools, kind of like your reel player. Do you have one? Okay. So it's just like that. One spool here, one spool there, and then take the film up through. And bada bing, bada boom. And it's real easy to clean too. See that in there? Real easy to clean. No tight hidden spaces or anything like that. It's all nice and open. Yeah, because the slightest bit of dirt and it will completely your film, but it'll damage the camera as well. So, you always want to keep these things spotless. But yeah, that's the DeJur Electra. Next, another one that's similar to the DeJur Electra. The Versatile. This is another camera by DeJur with the whole scientific microscope style lenses. Features are pretty much the same. They really are. But except for this here. Okay. This has filters. Filters for certain occasions. For instance, open shade, cloudy bright, hazy sun, bright sun, and sun glare. Pretty nifty, huh? And you just move this little dial here to whichever filter you like. Let's see if I can get the right ones on here. Okay. If you get this camera, that's going to be one of the problems you'll face, because all three of these lenses are different sizes. So the little rubber pieces, they fit, a specific lens. There we go. And of course, again, DeJur puts this indoor color guide on the side. It's great. And just like the other one, here's where you put your spools. You just wrap it all up in there and start filming. It's a real easy process once you get used to it. Getting the, like a real world player, getting the film, to go where it needs to go is going to be a little tricky at first, but you'll adapt. Yeah. Take a peek through it. And that's nice, isn't it? Yes, I agree. Now, the next camera I'd like to show you is the Revere 16. This is a very rugged but stylish camera with many features. And that is this one right here. Now look at this. Now doesn't that look like something, maybe like a radio that's in your car? A little bit, yeah. I know my Oldsmobile, I have my entire dashboard almost looks exactly like this camera. You think I should? Think I should buy it for my car? You might be right. That would look pretty snazzy. I might have to take you up on that. But, so, I really like this camera. And I just want to tell you a little bit about not only the camera, but the company. The Supreme of the 16mm cameras. The Revere 16 is the proud result of years of engineering. This thing is a beast. It's solid metal. Alright, so if you drop it, it's well protected. It's very rugged but stylish. This is a really, really great camera. And the company who makes this camera, Revere, takes great pride in their cameras. Great pride. And here, hold this. Feel how heavy it is. That's quality. A company that's not afraid to put a little into it. I mean, this towards this. And this here, you can almost throw it up in the air and it'll probably float away. This thing is like a ton of bricks. Great camera. It will last you years. Trust me. These things are hard to kill. But so some of the features. Okay, so it has the magazine size 16. This is model 16, of course. So it can do bright sunlight, hazy sun, open shade, overcast. Use above with all color film and any film rated version B. That's right, rated B version. This exposure guide is based on medium colored subjects. Oh yeah, absolutely. But as you see, it has the f2.5 lens, and it's the Wallensack Revere 1-inch lens. We're going to take a real close look at this. Don't mind if I get a little closer to you. Okay. But take a look. So you see here it has the bright, hazy, and dull for sunlight. Then it has features for winter and summer. So here's winter, there's summer, and just with the little flick. Let's say it's summertime and it's going to be dull out or hazy. Let's go with hazy. Just like that. Flick up a switch. And of course it has your telescopic lens here. You just do that to put it to whatever you want or whatever you require. But now to open, and this is a really neat feature. Open, close. To open, to put your film in, there's this little lever, just like that. See? Open, close, open, and then it's like the trunk of a car, just like so. Now it does make it, a little harder to get in there to clean. But if you take a close look, there's not really many bits and bobs in there to have to clean around. It's pretty much a flat surface in there. So just a couple swipes and it'll be clean. But yeah, this is a really great and rugged camera. I mean, look at that. It's a beauty. So much quality is put into this. Both functionality and for looks. Now, I've got one last camera that I'd like to show you that I think you'll really like and appreciate. And that camera is another one of my favorites, one of my personal favorites. And that's the Canon Zoom 8EEE. This is another very rugged camera. Fantastic quality, both functional and practical. Oh yes, oh absolutely. So to open it, to put your film in, you just flip this to the left, and there it is. Easy as pie. Then you flip it to the right, and it's closed. Now, some of the technical specs about this amazing camera is that it has 6 times the zoom range. With attachment, it can go from 6.5 millimeters to about 26 millimeters. And then without attachment, I'd say maybe 10 to 40 millimeters. Motor powered zooming. It has a Canon Zoom lens C8 10 to 40 millimeter. Okay, so it's the 10 to 40. Then of course it's got your wide, your telescopic, a lot of different features. Now, one thing this does not have is a lot of the like weather features. Okay, like hazy, cloudy, sunny, bright, things like that. But it has a lot of things to make up for that, like the zooms and such, And of course, here's the manual telescopic wide. So a little bit more about the features, the physical features. I'm going to get a little closer again, just to show you the features up close, okay? So here we have the location for your handle grip, okay? Which it does come with one in the box. I just don't have it attached right now. But let's move on to this very confusing looking set of bits and pieces. Okay, like I said, the telescopic and wide, your auto zooming feature. Here we have the film rewind crank. This little thing here, that is your footage counter. This here is your aperture scale. Okay, the little aperture scale knobs. This here is your shutter release. Here we have your film speed. And then of course a lock. Then your lenses. Would you, well, it actually has the mercury battery compartment is right here. That's where your mercury battery is. I really don't recommend messing with it. Safety reasons. But, would you like to take a look through it? Okay. You can point it towards the wall and see, and actually film. See how you like it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I guess I better get out of the way. Now, you see. It films really nice, doesn't it? Yeah. It's a very nice camera. That is the Canon Zoom 8EE. It's a good camera. Yes, actually I do. I have one of these at home, and I've used it quite a bit. More than one would think. And it's going strong. But, that's just my opinion with all these cameras. You're more than welcome to, take a walk around the shop here. What I have at this display is nothing compared to the rest. So, if you don't like the ones that I showed you, I'm sure there's one here that will definitely suit your needs. Yeah. Oh, I completely understand. You want something that's built to last, but not at the, exactly. You don't want to trade, quality for, I get it. I completely get it. Oh, we have a lot of cameras here that have both. So, like I said, feel free to look around. If you have any questions, or if you need any help finding anything, please feel free to come and find me, and I'll be more than happy to help. No, you are very welcome. It's my pleasure. Yeah, I agree. I hope I don't get any more customers like that one either. Yeah. I agree. That was something. I don't know what he's up to or what he was up to, but it sounded real fishy. Something not right, but yeah. Okay, well, I think I've taken up enough of your time today. Like I said, come find me if you have any questions or need help looking for anything. Alright. Well, if I don't see you again, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm I'm very happy that you allowed me to take some of your time out of your busy day to show you some of these cameras. All right. Well, enjoy, and I will be up at the register if you need me.